Precautions. A company is to construct a parking bay whose area is 135 meters square. It is to be covered with concrete slabs of uniform thickness of 0.15 meters. To make the slab, cement, ballast, and sand are mixed so that their masses are in the ratio of 1 to 4 to 4. The masses of 1 meter cube of dry slab is 2,500 kilograms. Calculate 1. The volume of the slab. 2. The mass of the dry slab. 3. The mass of cement to be used. Part B. If 1 bag of cement is 50 kilograms, find the number of bags to be purchased. If a lorry carries, that's part C. Part C. If a lorry carries 7 tons of sand, calculate the number of lorries of sand to be purchased. Given that the ratio x to y is 2 to 3, find the ratio 5x minus 2y to x plus y. The ratio is 4. Mogaka and Ondoso working together can do a piece of work in 6 days. Mogaka working alone takes 5 days longer than Ondoso. How many days does it take Ondoso to do the work alone? It takes. A construction firm has 2 tractors, T1 and T2. Both tractors working together can complete a piece of work in 6 days, while T1 alone can complete the work in 15 days. After the 2 tractors had worked together for 4 days, tractor 1 broke down. Find the time taken by tractor 2 to complete the remaining work. The time is. Kipketer can cultivate a piece of land in 7 hours, while Wanjiku can do the same work in 5 hours. Find the time they would take to cultivate the piece of land when working together. The time will be. A machine A can do a piece of work in 6 hours, while machine B can do the same work in 9 hours. Machine A was set to do the piece of work, but after 3.5 hours it broke down and machine B did the rest of the work. Find how long machine B took to do the rest of the work. A farmer has 2 tractors, A and B. The tractors working together can plow a farm in 2.5 hours. One day, the tractors started to plow the farm together. After 1 hour and 10 minutes, tractor B broke down, but A continued alone and completed the job after a further 4 hours. Find A, the fraction of the job done by the tractors working together for 1 hour. B, the fraction of the job done by tractor A after B broke down. C, the time each tractor working alone would have taken to plow the farm. Pipe A can fill an empty tank in 3 hours, while Pipe B can fill the same tank in 3 hours. When the tank is full, it can be emptied by Pipe C in 8 hours. Pipe A and B are opened at the same time when the tank is empty. If 1 hour later Pipe C is opened, find the total time taken to fill the tank. It is. A tank has 2 inlet taps, P and Q, and outlet tap R. When empty, the tank can be filled by tap P alone in 4.5 hours, or by tap Q alone in 3 hours. When full, the tank can be emptied in 2 hours by tap R. The tank is initially empty. Find how long it will take to fill up the tank. 1. If tap R is closed and P and Q are opened at the same time. 2. If all the 3 taps are opened at the same time. B. The tank is initially empty and 3 taps are opened as follows: P at 8 a.m., Q at 8:45 a.m., and R at 9 a.m. 1. Find the fraction of the tank that would be filled by 9 a.m. 2. Find the time the tank will be fully filled. A water vendor has a tank of capacity 18,900 liters. The tank is being filled with water from two pipes A and B, which are closed immediately when the tank is full. Water flows at the rate of 150,000 cubic centimeter per minute through pipe A and 120,000 cubic centimeter per minute through pipe B. A. If the tank is empty and the two pipes are opened at the same time, calculate the time it will take to fill the tank. B. On a certain day, the vendor opened the two pipes A and B to fill the empty tank. After 25 minutes, he opened the outlet tap to supply water to his customers at an average rate of 20 liters per minute. 1. Calculate the time it took to fill the tank on that day. 2. The vendor supplied a total of 542 jerrycans, each containing 25 liters of water on that day. If the water that remained in the tank was 6,300 liters, calculate in liters the amount of water that was wasted. An inlet tap can fill an empty tank in 6 hours. It takes 10 hours to fill the tank when the inlet tap and the outlet tap are both opened at the same time. Calculate the time the outlet tap takes to empty the tank when the inlet tap is closed. Two taps, A and B, can each fill an empty tank in 3 hours and 2 hours respectively. A drainage tap R can empty the tank in 6 hours. Tap A and R are opened for 5 hours, then closed. A. Determine the fraction of the tank that is still empty. B. Find how long it will take to fill the remaining fraction of the tank if all the three taps are open. A rectangular tank measures 2.4 meters long, 2 meters wide, and 1.5 meters high. The tank contains some water up to the height of 0.45 meters. A. Calculate the amount of water in liters needed to fill up the tank. B. An inlet pipe was opened and the water let into the tank at the rate of 10 liters per minute. After 1 hour, a drain pipe was opened and the water allowed to flow out of the tank at the rate of 4 liters per minute. Calculate 1. The height of water in the tank after 3 hours. 2. The total time taken to fill up the tank. A farmer has two tractors, P and Q. Tractor P working alone can plow a piece of land in 5 hours, while tractor Q would take 1 and 2/3 hours less than tractor P. A. Determine the time the two tractors plowing together would take to complete the work. B. One day, the two tractors started plowing the piece of land together. After 40 minutes, tractor P broke down, but Q continued alone and completed the work. Calculate the total time taken to plow the piece of land that day. C. In another season, the farmer hired an additional tractor R to assist P and Q, which retained the same rate of working as before. The three tractors took 1 hour and 12 minutes to plow the same piece of land. The owner of the tractor R was paid some amount of money proportional to the work done by the tractor. If the total work was valued at 20,000 shillings, find the amount of money paid the owner of the tractor. Part A, an empty tank of capacity 18,480 liters is filled with water using a cylindrical pipe of diameter 0.028 meters. The rate of flow of water from the pipe is 2 meters per second. Find the time in hours it will take to fill up the tank. Pump P can fill an empty water tank in 7.5 hours, while Pump Q can fill the same tank in 11.25 hours. On a certain day, when the tank was empty, both pumps were opened for 2.5 hours. A. Determine the fraction of the tank that was still empty at the end of 2.5 hours. B. Pump P was later opened alone to completely fill the tank. Determine the time it took Pump P to fill the remaining fraction of the tank. C. The two pumps P and Q are operated by different proprietors. Water from the full tank was sold for 15,750 shillings. The money was shared between the two proprietors in the ratio of the quantity of water supplied by each. Determine the amount of money received by the proprietor of Pump P. Two machines, A and B, working independently can take 8 hours and 10 hours respectively to do a task. A third machine, C, and machine A working together can do the same task in 5 hours. Determine the time it would take machine B and C working together to do the same work.